This is one of the most technologically advanced vehicle of the 90s, and also one of the quirkiest vehicle of the 90s. And because of the quirkiness, oh man, the list of things can go wrong is huge. It's pages long. Anyway, starting from the door on the driver's side, first you have the seat controls. The memory seat, the headrest, lumbar, and you can move the seat up and down, and in this button controls the front part of the seats going up and down. And you have heated and cool seats. There's 3 heated functions and 2 cool functions, because you know this is Canada, you need more heat than cool. Maybe in California or in the southern part of states could be different, but I don't know. At the bottom you have the window controls, and there's the trusty child lock. If you have any adult child in the back, which I do, have it on, because I don't want people playing with the windows. And this is the button to automatically open and close the tailgate. Of course, it's Mercedes, it's gonna have a power tailgate, right? Right. Next, this part of the interior, I find it very, very generic. And also, the steering is a electronically adjustable steering. These buttons, you know, somebody leave a link in the or comment section, because I need to figure out how I can clean them. I used a lot of things other than acetone, and I believe if I use acetone I may start melting something else. So please help. Over here you have the heating vents or cooling vents, depending on what time of the year it is, and then the headlight controlled, and this is the interesting button. That's the button that is the sprinkler system for the headlights. I wish I could show it to you, but I don't have coolant. Next is the tach. The biggest thing in the middle is the speedo, and on the left hand side to that is your fuel gauge, and the one right beside it is your engine temp, and right over here is your RPM gauge. Now, one of my previous videos, somebody left a comment that I don't have the AMG logo on the tach. I have a feeling 2003 onwards, when AMG started putting superchargers on the S55s, they came with the AMG logo. On this one, probably I don't have the AMG logo. Again, I could be very wrong. I don't know. Can somebody comment and help me out with that? Over here, these are the brightness controls. I don't think it's doing anything right now, and I don't really know what this button do. I tried pressing it. It's probably an odometer reset button. Because I have the ABC code on, I can't see what's going on over there. The center console has a lot of things going on. It's, oh my god. First off is the heating vents, and on top of that is that's the Parkotronics parking sensor system. So you see in the middle for the front right, and the left hand side for the front left. Now, because Mercedes is amazing and it's a genius company, to check the rear, all you have to do is look in the mirror. Let's see if you can, and look at this section. Hopefully the camera zooms a little better. Alright, the right side is going to light up for the rear right, and the left side is going to light up for the rear left. That's about it. Now, you know, in all the other vehicles, you have memory seats, right? So you have a memory you set up, and if your wife jumps in, she has her settings, you can do that. Because it's a Mercedes, when you press the memory button, the mirror adjusts. Look. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah. The mirror adjusts. It's a Mercedes. Oh my god, my lumbar is coming up way up, way up. Stop that. Okay, going back to mine. That's something you don't see much too often. Okay, going back to the center console. These buttons are very, very important, and you need to know what they do. The first one, ESP, for electronic stability control. That's your traction control system. Leave it on, okay? Unless you're an idiot like me. The next one is the ABC suspension height adjustable. That's the lowest setting, and then you click 1 to go 1 up, 2 to go 2 up, and that's that. The one right beside it is the ABC Sports option. So I have the Sports on, but personally I like the Sports off. That way, man, it's like riding on a cloud. And the next one to that is a very interesting button, because you're a dictator, right? You are. Seriously, you are. And you don't want any restriction in your rear view, so you press this button. Ta-da! That's how it is, and that's how it's gonna be. That button is the central locking button for the vehicle. Never used it. I don't think it's too handy. I just double click on the remote and it locks.
Hey everybody, the car addiction window stickers are in stock right now, and I will be giving them out to one lucky subscriber every month, so please hit the subscribe button right away.
Now, if you are towing the vehicle, because there are GPS sensors on every 4 corners, and that's how the vehicle, I don't know, finds the speed or whatever. If you're towing the vehicle, make sure this switch is on, alright? Or else you're going to have a bunch of codes and a bunch of things to deal with, and it's not fun. And the parkotronics, I don't know why it's always off. I like it on. So, I just turn it on. The next button is, again, for your highness, because you're traveling and you're sitting in the back and you're probably shagging your mistress and you don't want anybody else to see it. What you do is you press that. Your privacy. Yee! I'm gonna leave it up. Okay, going down, it's the antiquated entertainment system. I'm not going to go in details because it doesn't really work for me. The radio works. I'm not going to turn it on because YouTube is going to hang me due to copyright issues, and the navigation doesn't work, so I'm just not going to go there. Back in the day, you can actually have your cell phone or a SIM card in the car, and you can dial these. I would love to have these in my car, because that way I don't have to be on my phone. I can be like, hello. Next is the center console. But before that, that's just a gear, and right here is the winter or that's just a gear, and right here is the winter or snow. Now this is an interesting contraption that I have. It likes like an ejector seat. You press this, and the annoying passenger just flies through the window. Well, that's not that. In this vehicle, which is a very common problem with the W220 Mercedes, is the lock that locks the gear in park breaks. So it doesn't like to stay in park. I am going to make a DIY video on how to fix that. But in the meantime, I took this piece off and I put a quarter and some tape to take the key off. I press this and then turn the key. The key is in my hand. I am smart. And of course, here's this thing. I don't know, to put your nuclear launch code remote and stuff. And right over here, you can keep your billions of dollars in here, which I don't have. I have changes only. The armrest is it's a nice one. There's 2 parts of it, and it is kind of broken, but I'm just going to show it to you anyway. This part flips out, and it's supposed to be a coffee holder. I don't know why you would need that, because your driver is not allowed to drink coffee while you're in the car, because you're a dictator. The second part is this part, and that's the one I was talking about, the phone and the SIM card, because you can also, wow, this is an iPhone jack. Ho ho ho! You, well, you had a like a full phone, and you can pick up the phone like hello, hello. And over here, you can click these buttons to go through the menu over there, and they will show you the fault codes and whatnot. I'm not gonna go through that. And then there's the information again for that menu. Right over here, this is very interesting, very well thought out because it's a Mercedes. You have your pennies, quarters, and your dollar. I don't know why you would need that, because you're a dictator. You don't care about small penny changes. All right, that's that. I missed the HVAC controls. It does have quad zone, driver, passenger, and the 2 seats in the back. Just a very standard control. It does have a it's a biohazard filter, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to change that because I believe it hasn't been changed since day one. So I'm going to change that. From the passenger side, first of all, the fancy AMG badge on the door controls. It's very similar to the driver's side, but the driver's side definitely have more options. You have your seat controls, headrest, lumbar, and the bottom seat heated and cooled, and the memory seats in the front. What I don't have on the driver's side is this piece of the seat. It's broken, and that's where you get the massaging seats. You can select the intensity, you can make it go up and down, left or right, and the different pulse factors. Over here, you also have a very secret copy place, and excuse the mess. It's not the cleanest. I did clean it, I did, but trust me, it was a lot messier than that. Now, the leather, it's amazing. 2002 onwards is the facelift version, and they changed the quality of the leather. And 15-year-old, this car has 250,000 kilometers, and it did receive a lot of ass time. That's the word I'm going to use. And the previous owner had a nasty dog, and you can still see dog here. And I spent hours and hours and hours cleaning dog here. The seats are not bad. Not bad for a 15-year-old car that I paid $1,000. When you sit inside, the leather is soft touch, it's gorgeous. These are real wood. They're not fake. Gonna have to figure out how I can clean this pain in the ass. Open that. That's your glove compartment. And here's this. Because, you're the wife of a dictator. And look at this. Because, you're a dictator, you run a country, and you press this, here's where you can keep your cards, your pen, and I don't know what else. Nuclear launch codes. Whee! Now, going in the back seat, this is the place you want to be in this vehicle, because this place is amazing. You can adjust these seats in so many ways, it's ridiculous. You can be the most comfortable as you can imagine, and because of the automatic system, you will be riding in clouds. It's, every time I put my kid in his baby car seat, he passes out like nobody's business. And over here, you have the memory seats, heated, cooled, and all the options, because these are captain's chairs, all right? Your window controls are right over here, and over here, something very interesting. Because you're a dictator and you're a smoker, that's where you put your ash, all right? And over here, you can press this, and you can light up your cigarette. And it's on both sides. I will show you the other side in a bit. Again, because you'll most probably be shagging your mistress. You have the privacy shield over there, privacy shield in there, and the privacy shield here. They are very useful. They are, believe me, take my word for it. On the back, it does have quad zone climate control. You actually, you have heating vents here coming from the back of the seat and hitting your nuts, because your nuts are toasty now, and over here. There used to be another entertainment control system to control that the navigation or the radio or whatever from here, but system stopped working. I took it off, didn't find a replacement. I just left it there. It doesn't really bother me, and to be honest with you, these vehicles is just a compromise of what you can live with and what you can't. All right, on the middle, man, I need some light. On the middle, this is a compartment. You can have your Glock. Actually, you can have 1, 2, 3, probably 3, and I believe it's refrigerated too. You can have them ice cold, like your black dark soul. Yeah, these, oh man, these seats are really comfy, and can't stress enough. You do have for a vehicle from 2002, you have curtain airbag in the back, curtain airbag in the front. It's a very sturdy roll cage system. It's a very sturdy body. In the back, you actually have, because you know your mistresses would want to make sure they look pretty, they have their own mirror. Not one, two, right there. So when you open them, this light comes on, right? Because I don't know why, because you want to see yourself. But if you're sitting in the back and you would want to read something, you don't need to open this. You're a dictator. You press this and these lights come and they illuminate your lap and you can read. And then the handle there. There's other hiding spots in the back. It's this one. Again, there's a perfect spot to have either your Glock or a couple of kilos of cocaine or whatever you're trying to ingest. The armrest, it does come down. It's a very, very comfortable, very soft leather, plush. And as this comes up, it's pretty vicious. Like, it's just boom. All right, that's that. That's actually, I'm gonna keep it down because I like it. I really do. Yeah, it's perfect amount of elbow space to just lean and. Oh, I forgot. In terms of audio, they have a Bose surround system, and it sounds. It's not like, you know, you're gonna bother your neighbor, but it sounds beautiful. Beauty. And on the bottom of the doors, in all four corners, you have welcome lights. So when you open the door, lights light up. Well, that's that. This has been an exceptionally long video because there are a lot of options in this vehicle when it comes to going through the interior, and believe me, I probably didn't finish all of them. I probably missed something. Anyway, if you have made it to the end, please check the other videos where I bought the cheapest S55 AMG in Canada, and the reliability issues, the buying guide, lymph nodes diagnosis, you name it, I have it all, and I have a lot more videos coming through. The next couple of things I'm going to look into diagnosing the aromatic system. Let's see if I can fix it cheaper, or maybe I may even fork out the money to go with a coilover conversion kit. Not sure yet. Yeah, stay tuned. Hit the subscribe and the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.